Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
Thank you.
How about the mic's working?
Well, I'm an old school teacher. I can probably. It appears to be
You gotta
on.
kiss it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just hold it close.
How's that? Better? I need to talk louder?
Yep.
Yes? Okay. I'll give that a shot. For those of you who do not know me, I'm Eddie Graham. I have the good fortune of being a lover of Clifton Forge and a member of the planning committee for these community gatherings. And somehow I got drafted to welcome you tonight. So we appreciate your coming out in this frigid weather. This is going to be a very special night for us. And the frigid weather of Clifton Forge tonight will always now remind me of the Four Seasons of Jefferson Street that Our Lady Jada Callender photoed so beautifully. They have a special meaning to me now. Tonight we're going to honor Jada Callender for much of her positive contributions to her community and her family and her church and this group. So we're going to dedicate this night to her. We have prepared a resolution in her honor that I would like to read to you. And if you'd like a copy, we'll have copies available in the lobby as you leave after the meeting. So I'd like you to pay particular attention to the title, which is A Resolution of Immense Admiration, Deep Affection, Utmost Respect, and I'm not talking loud enough. Try it again. Is that better? All right, we'll start over. I'm sorry. A resolution of immense admiration, deep affection, utmost respect, and everlasting gratitude for Jada Celeste Callender. The Clifton Forge Community Gathering Planning Committee adopted and presented this resolution on January 16, 2025. Whereas on September 17, 1971, Jada Celeste Callender was born in Clifton Forge, the daughter of Almarez Callender. It has been said that God smiled with great delight and the angels wept tears of joy. And whereas Jada Callender grew up an esteemed daughter of Clifton Forge, was educated locally, graduated from Radford University, and was an incredibly talented artist and photographer. And whereas, while the knowledge, skills, educations, talents, and personal characteristics of Jada Callender would have ensured her success in any community, she chose to spend her life in our community, helping those less fortunate, working to make our community better, and showcasing the area through her wonderful photography. And whereas Jada Callender was always dignified, highly intelligent, incredibly talented, emotionally stable, a spiritual person of stellar character, an excellent role model, a devoted daughter and granddaughter, and a most valued friend. While she was not overly talkative, when she spoke, one always listened carefully. And whereas Jada Callender had a wonderfully dry sense of humor, exemplified by her Facebook posts, she would begin her post with information that sounded very serious or concerning. And as the reader would rush to the end, boom, the punchline was so funny or silly that the reader would always wind up giggling or grinning. Jada's posts were always a welcome addition to the day. And whereas, as a community leader, Jada Callender led with compassion, lived with joy, and inspired everyone around her. She brought energy, dedication, and warmth to everything she did. She never hesitated to step up and help, always doing so with her signature smile that could lift even the heaviest of spirits. As a friend, she had an incredible gift for listening without judgment, offering thoughtful advice, and reminding everyone of their worth. And whereas Jada Callender joined the Community Gathering Planning Committee as a vital member because of her love for Clifton Forge, her hometown. And whereas Jada Callender attended Community Gathering Planning Committee meetings regularly in addition to the actual community gathering events as an essential contributor, a door greeter, a thoughtful listener, and an information gatherer. Therefore, be it resolved that the Clifton Forge Community Gathering Planning Committee honors the exemplary life of Jada Celeste Callender and the countless ways she made our lives measurably better. And I would ask that Ione Callender, Jada's wonderful mother, would come up and allow me to present her this framed copy of this resolution. I'll be your king. I have to say I've known Ione for years, and many years, yes. And as everyone in this room knows, a person of this caliber doesn't happen without an incredible family. And I would like Ione to know that the entire community shares her loss, even though we cannot imagine her pain. But we are very grateful for the fact that she shared Jada with us. Thank you. Would you like a picture of her with this? Come right over here. Oh, you can. Yeah. I'd like to invite Chuck Almarez to the stage. Chuck is a member of the Clifton Forge Community Gathering Planning Committee. He has a presentation to make as well.
Ione was my banker, so I know her professionally. Thank you for sharing your daughter with us. As a member of the Community Gathering Committee, Jada and I worked somewhat closely to get ideas across and to make suggestions on how things would work. And more than that, because we're both photographers, I've worked with Jada on several different projects. Oh. And the latest of which, unfortunately, the page isn't here for us to see it, but Jada's biography and pictures of her are located in the What's Your Story book, Volume 6, Arts in the Allegheny Islands. Oh, yeah. I think you've already seen that. If you haven't, you will. Jada was able to take pictures, not because of the camera she used, but because of basically the intimate knowledge she had about lighting and formatting and that sort of thing. So that was the kind of thing that people just can't go out and take a picture with the camera and expect it to turn out right. She had the right skills for it. Ansel Adams, a well-known photographer, said it best that the camera takes a picture, but the photographer makes the picture. And that meant the lighting, the posing, and in this picture here that we took, I asked Jada to show me a couple of spots that might work for her. She suggested this area, which is down below the third level here. And it's kind of an area where not much happens. But she recognized the lighting, and it turned out to be pretty nice. So I would like to present you with this picture. Jada. You're welcome.
Everyone's so much.
Let me put it back in the box for you.
Yeah,
Resolution.
Oh, okay. I got great just to hang it at home.
Everything you'd like to say?
Yeah, let me say one special thing for me. I want to first give thanks to God for giving me such a wonderful daughter. I don't think anybody could have had a better daughter than Jada. She took good care of her mama, grandmama, and her granddaddy. She was one of the kindest people I think I've ever met. And as far as her photography is concerned, when she was just little, like maybe 6 years old, I had a camera at home, just a small one, nothing real big. And she just focused on that camera. And when I wasn't there, she would take it and use it and take pictures. And I would look for my camera and couldn't find it. Said, Jada, where's my camera? She had used it or something. And she did it all the time. So finally I thought, well, if she's that hooked on this, I'll get her a camera. So I did get her a small, it was a Mickey Mouse camera. And she just started taking pictures all over the place, family members and whatever else was going on. And I tell you the kind of kid she was. As she grew up, I would give her an allowance. But then I told her I have to work hard for the money that I earn. So she was going to have to do the same thing too. And I expected for her to do a few chores around the house. And I didn't assign any chores, but she knew I meant it. She knew I would pay her. So she thought of things that she could do around the house. It'd be nothing for her to come and say, Mom, I dusted all the furniture in the living room. Well, I did this, or I did that. I fed the dog, and she knew I would pay her. So the money that I paid her, she saved all her money and bought a much better camera. And so that's how that's been going. I think she's replaced it once and got it better, but that's the kind of person she was. And I am so proud. And I like to think, I know a lot of you people were there for the funeral, and so many people left cards and good wishes and food. And I want you to all know that I really appreciated that. I had company in, so it was a big thing at our home. You know, it was so nice that we could sit there and just talk about Jada pretty much. But to everybody who gave all the well wishes and things, thank you so much. Hopefully we're all going to keep remembering her and just work hard to keep that legacy going. I know several people that work with her, Ingrid and some of those. I know they're going to be keeping that going on. I know you miss her as much as I do. So, but thank you all so much for coming out tonight. And I'm just glad that we could all be part of this. Thank you very much.